What's going on, gamers, and welcome to another video brought to you by YL Mason. Today we will be going through training with Vegeta and Dragon Ball Xenoveres. First off, I'd say overall he has decent attacks. One thing you will notice is that his attacks are pretty fast. In the first mission, 0-0, you become Vegeta's apprentice. Pretty much you just gotta beat on him until he submits, which is, as you see in the video, very fast. And he's quite easy. You get access to train with him pretty early on, so his first couple go-throughs aren't, they're not too rough. With the first mission, you unlock the Gallica, which is just like the Kamehameha wave, except he uses it faster and it's a little bit weaker though. And mission 01 is called Prince's Specialty Gallica. It's called just because to be able to complete this objective, you need to get his health all the way down. Don't be afraid to kill him before his health runs out, before you can use the Gallica, because in a previous video I do beat him to the point of nothing, and his health just does not go away. So you have to use the Gallica to kill him at the end. As you will see, I will finish him off with the Gallica. Keep in mind, before I started all these training missions, I equipped all of his, all of the attacks that you get from him. So all the attacks I use against him, besides the Super Saiyan 2 and the maximum charge, I got from him. Like the Shine Shot, the Final Flash, the Gallica, the Finish Breaker. From this mission, the Prince's Specialty, you will unlock the Finish Breaker, which is the barrage of fireballs that he shoots. It's pretty fun. The farther away they are, the less likely you are to get more hits, and on top of that, the more he fires them, the more inaccurate they become. But it's another one of those, as soon as you use it, he's engaged, and it works. It also helps keep the enemy at bay. I usually like to point out certain moves that are good to use online, as I did with my last video training with Goku, his after image strike attack, which is not really an attack, it's just after image where you dance around the map invisible and they can't hit you. It's good online because it requires no stamina, no ki, so therefore you can get around people's supers and ultimates without having to use that stuff. But besides that, for Vegeta, I like using his Shine Shot. This is mission 02, Daredevil, and this is the mission that you get Shine Shot. It's a move you can use while moving, which I use it several times. You'll see me, he'll dash to the side and use it. It's not powerful, but it definitely helps stun enemies. Especially those annoying enemies who sit there and just use their little pea shooter keys to help slow you down. As soon as it's about to hit you, use it, he'll jump to the side and throw a shot at him. I say the damage on it, depending on your key blast damage for your attributes, I would say it does as much, maybe a little bit more than a full barrage of those pea shooter keys. Maybe, like I said, probably a little more. It doesn't really stop them in their tracks or nothing like that, but it's a good little thing. Whenever people do that, jump to the side and you can use it and then jump in and start beating on them. Again, it's a good dodge and shoot move to get you out of the way of the enemy who's charging you or trying to use a super or something like that. Dodge out of the way, hit him with a Shine Shot. Now for mission 03, which is your last mission, you will fight Vegeta, and it's called Mastery. I'm pretty sure all trainers, their last mission is called Mastery. Here you will learn Ultimate Attack. The Ultimate Attack you learn from him is Final Flash. It's one of the ultimate attacks that requires somebody to be somewhat close to you. The farther away they are, the less damage they take. But Final Flash is very strong if you get them off guard right in the face. As you see right now, I hit it right in his face, except for the animation that he's going Super Saiyan, so he kind of cancels it. but it does a significant amount of damage if they're right up on you. It's a pretty effective ultimate attack. I used it for a little while. It's pretty fun. Ones like that I don't usually tend to use too much online because people aren't stupid. The thing possible on the screen to come up behind you. But the good side of this attack is if you can catch somebody off guard online and hit him in the face with this thing, it's going to take a lot of their health. And on top of that, he uses it very quickly. Like Goku's Super Kamehameha Wave, he's quick to use it. So it's a pretty decent ultimate attack. Like I said, for beginners, especially when you get him early on, it's a move that I used for a little while I was leveling up. So a little while before I found something else. As you say, I just continuously use his attacks. I mean, I'm trying to show you all the damage it deals, as well as its effectiveness, and its damage, how well it is, and how fast it takes to charge things. The Gallica, like I said, is pretty fast. As you saw, I just used his shine shot on him. It has some pretty good range on it too. And then his attacks are fast. He's all built on speed. Vegeta's not, his training isn't too bad. He was the first real challenge I had. I beat him. I lost my first go because when you fight him, keep in mind that you don't have a lot of time to fight him. So before you know it, the timer will run out and you lose. Here I'm doing the sparring match with him. To spar against your trainers, once you have completed all 4 objectives, just go back and randomly redo a couple of their trainings, and you'll get a green question mark. He'll ask you, hey, do you want to train blah blah blah. If you beat me, I'll give you something special. It's usually their specific Z Soul. To backtrack, for the mastery mission, you not only get Final Flash, you can also get the Z Soul. I'm a super elite. It's pretty decent. It's specifically for Vegeta related attacks. And for the sparring match, you get the Z Soul What Dirty Fireworks. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the one where if you go Super Saiyan, it boosts all your key attacks. Which is pretty nice because usually when people go Super Saiyan, that's what they're focusing on, is using key attacks. I used the Z Soul for a while. Once again, like I said, I found myself using quite a bit of Vegeta's attacks because once you go Super Saiyan, increase the key attacks, and his attacks are so fast that you can sit there and just bombard him with supers and ultimates. One thing I noticed with using Goku's Kamehameha Wave as well as using Vegeta's Final Flash, you'll see a Z come across the screen every once in a while, and their soul appear behind you, assisting you. I'm not 100% sure on why it does that. I think it's a random thing where it's either where I'm using it against him, or it's where I have the Z Soul equipped that I got from Vegeta. But then again, I was fighting Goku not too long ago using his Super Kamehameha Wave, and it was doing the same thing, and I had Vegeta's Z Soul. It could be a Saiyan thing as well. But I'm pretty sure it magnifies the damage. Not much, but I'm pretty sure it puts more energy behind it so you can get a damage increase. Just trying to beat down Vegeta. He's got quite a bit of life. Just like fighting Goku in the sparring match. Going Super Saiyan 3 could be a hassle. Mainly because they have so much life and you gotta watch the timer. If not mistaken, I start running pretty low on time on this one. And it's not so much as he's hard, it's just because he has so much life. And even though you can make this a quick match, as I always say in my previous videos, you could be a bum, go Super Saiyan, use the Death Ball, and be done with this in a minute and a half, if even that, depending on what attributes you have on your Ki Blast. But what's the fun in that? And so once again, I don't really do that. And on top of that, I wanted to show my viewers all the different attacks all in one go, instead of having to say, here's a shine shot, do another video, here's a Gallica, do another video, so forth. It's fun because in this scenario you can watch me just consistently work on him. Yeah, as you saw that move right there, the finish breaker, how that spread out a lot. See, the longer it's fired, the more it spreads. So the closer you are, the better, because more of those spread shots are going to hit him. I'll say this again before the video runs out. Remember Vegeta's upside of his attacks. His attacks are very quick, very easy to use, and they're easy to catch people off guard with because he uses them so quickly. Downside is they are not as strong as, say, Goku's attacks, but Goku's attacks also take a lot more time. The only thing that saves him is the after image strike, which you can get behind somebody. But when you get behind somebody, if you take too much time trying to build up attack, it's kind of a pointless thing. But once again, after image is good for getting behind people, but that's beside the point. We're training with Vegeta. Like I said, he has really good attacks. They're fast and they're easy, and you get him early on. I recommend it, especially to beginners. So if you enjoyed my video, thanks for watching. I plan on going through all the trainers and showing all their moves and telling you all the Z souls you get from them, as well as telling you some of the ups and downs about them. I have several more trainers to go through, so keep a lookout, subscribe, and I'll have many more posted coming your way.